Jacob was the kind of man who carried the weight for everyone around him. He worked long hours to provide for his family. He loaned money to friends who never paid him back. He stood firm on his principles, even when it made him unpopular. And how was he treated? People called him stubborn. His boss thought he was too serious. Friends whispered that he was arrogant. Even family members dismissed his efforts, criticizing him more than appreciating him. But when Jacob unexpectedly passed away, the same people who criticized him couldn't stop talking about how much he meant to them. His boss said the company wouldn't have survived without him. Friends shared stories of his loyalty. Family members cried about how selfless he was. In life, he was hated for being firm. In death, he was missed for exactly those same qualities. That's the truth most men never realize. Men are often hated while alive, but deeply missed once they're gone. Here's a reality you need to hear. As a man, you'll often face criticism while you're alive for the same traits that people will celebrate once you're gone. Men who stand firm, sacrifice, and lead often get hated, mocked, or dismissed. But when those men die, people finally admit their value. If you don't want to spend your life overlooked, you have to build respect while you're still alive. You can't wait for people to only celebrate you at your funeral. And if you're ready to live as a kind of man people respect today, I teach this inside my private coaching program. This is where men learn to stop being overlooked, stop being dismissed, and start living lives that demand respect. Check the first link in the description and the pinned comment below to join now. Don't wait, respect doesn't build itself. Now let's break down the 5 reasons men are hated in life but missed in death, and how to live so people value you now. Point 1. Strength intimidates people in life but inspires them in death. When you hold yourself to high standards, not everyone will like you. Weak men will feel threatened by your discipline. Some women will feel challenged by your firmness. Even family members will resent you when you don't bend to their excuses. That's why strong men often face criticism. You'll hear, "You're too harsh. You take life too seriously." But here's the irony. Once you're gone, those same people will look back and admire your strength. They'll say he was disciplined. He never broke under pressure. He was the one that you can always count on. Strength is rarely praised in the moment because it exposes weakness in others. But after you're gone, people recognize how rare it really was. Don't tone down your strength to be liked. If you do, you'll trade respect for temporary approval. Keep your standards firm, because even if people dislike you now, they'll respect it later. And some will respect it sooner than you think. Point 2. Sacrifice feels normal until it's gone. Men sacrifice every day. You work hard, you protect, you provide, and you endure. But because you do it consistently, people stop noticing. They treat it like it's something that they should be expecting. Instead of appreciating, you get complaints. Instead of recognition, you get more demands. That's why men often feel hated in life. The people around you don't see your sacrifices. They only see what they think you haven't done yet. But the moment you're gone, those sacrifices become impossible to ignore. People suddenly realize the stability that you provided. They remember the nights you stayed late, the money you spent, and the protection that you gave. Sacrifice feels empty in the moment, but it creates an impact that deeply is felt once it's gone. So what's the solution? Don't live quietly sacrificing without respect. Make sure that you set standards so your sacrifices are valued in the present, not just in hindsight. Point 3. Men who refuse to conform are hated, then respected for it later. If you live by principles instead of chasing approval, you'll face resistance. People hate men who don't bend to the crowd. You'll be called stubborn, arrogant, even cold. But here's the truth. Those same people will admire you once they realize that you didn't sell out. Think about leaders in history. Many were mocked, criticized, and even hated while they were alive. But once they were gone, the world admitted their strength and honored their legacy. Jesus is the perfect example of this. This is why it's critical that you stop chasing approval and start building respect. Because approval fades quickly, but respect lasts a lifetime. This is exactly what I help men do inside my private coaching program. If you're tired of being dismissed, mocked, or overlooked, and you're ready to live as a man others respect now, not just when you die, join the private coaching program by clicking the first link in the description and the pinned comment below. Don't wait until later to build the respect that you want today. When you live true to your standards, some will hate you, but they will respect you forever. Point 4. People resent dependable men, but miss them the most. Here's something you've probably experienced. You're the one who shows up, the one who does the work, the one who sacrifices. And because of that, people resent you. They feel guilt around you, so they lash out. They treat you coldly, even though you're the reason that they have stability. But when dependable men are gone, people crumble. They miss the structure that you provided. They finally admit that you were the backbone of their lives. The dependable men often face ingratitude in life, but deep mourning in death. Because consistency is invisible until it disappears. The key is this: stop letting people walk all over your dependability. Make them recognize it now. Demand respect for what you provide. Otherwise, you'll be remembered in death but dismissed in life. Point 5. Men fail to build their legacy while alive. The final reason men are often hated alive but missed dead is because they never framed their lives as legacies. They live quietly, sacrifice endlessly, but never channel it into something that's undeniable and that can last the test of time. Legacy makes people respect you while you're alive. When you're building something, a strong body, a business, a mission, a family with discipline, people can't ignore it. They may still criticize, but they can't dismiss you. Without that, you'll be overlooked until you're gone. Don't wait for death to validate your impact. Build your legacy while you're alive. Create something that forces respect now. That's how you stop being invisible in life and only celebrated after. Men are often hated when they're alive because strength, sacrifice, and discipline make others uncomfortable. But those traits are exactly why they're missed once they're gone. You have two choices. You can either live quietly but criticize and only be appreciated once it's too late, or you can build respect now by setting standards, demanding recognition, and living with a legacy that forces people to value you today. And if you're ready to stop being overlooked, join my private coaching program. This is where men transform their lives, demand respect, and build the kind of legacy that gets recognized in life, not just in death. Join by clicking the first link in the description and the pinned comment below. Don't waste another year being invisible. Because popularity fades, love is fragile, but respect is what actually lasts. And it's what you must build while you're still here today. I'll see you guys in the next one.